In the darkness beneath an ordinary Austrian home, a young woman's breath hitched as the bolt locked. Her father's footsteps faded upstairs. 24 years, 7 children, 1 secret. This is the story of Elisabeth, a prisoner in her own home, whose hope became the weapon that shattered a monster's empire. Josef Fritzl wasn't just a father. He was an architect of nightmares. The trap. In 1984, he lured 18-year-old Elisabeth to the basement, promising help with a door. Instead, an ether-soaked cloth silencer. She woke in a 35-square-meter tomb, soundproof, electrified, airless. His warning: scream and poison gas will fill this room. A lie, but she believed it. The ritual of torture. For 8,516 days, he descended like clockwork, raped her, controlled her food, light, even her children. When she bore his babies, he stole 3, Lisa, Monica, Alexander, raising them upstairs with his wife Rosemary. Elisabeth joined a cult, he declared, forging letters she was forced to write. The children of shadows, 3 more children, Kirsten, Stefan, Felix, grew up underground. They learned to read by flickering TV light, never feeling sunlight. When twins were born, one died. Joseph burned the tiny body. A problem erased, he shrugged. April 2008. Kirsten, 19, rise with fever. Elisabeth's voice, raw with years of silence. She needs a hospital, or she'll die like Michael. Joseph hesitated. But a dead granddaughter? Suspicious. Reluctantly, he carried Kirsten upstairs, his first mistake. At the hospital, doctors recoiled. Kirsten's body told stories. Malnourished, infections from unsanitary birth, genetic abnormalities from incest. Joseph handed them a note. My mother is in a cult. She can't come. A doctor appeared on TV, pleading, Kirsten's mother. We need her medical history. Underground, Elisabeth watched. Her eyes met the screen. A spark. A plan. Elisabeth stood before Joseph, trembling but defiant. Let me see Kirsten, or I'll tell them everything when you die. Joseph's smirk faded. He'd programmed the dungeon door to unlock if he died. His second mistake. Nodding curtly, he freed her and the boys on April 26, 2008. For the first time, Stefan and Felix saw the sky. At the hospital, Elisabeth gripped a nurse's arm. My father is Josef Fritzl. He locked me for 24 years. Arrest him. Now. The fall. Police stormed the basement. Evidence piled up. Hand-dug tunnels. Children's drawings on concrete. The incinerated twins' ashes. Joseph confessed to 3,000 rapes, incest, enslavement, murder. The sentence: life imprisonment. Rosemary divorced him. Elisabeth and her 6 children vanished into Village X, protected, renamed. She learned to drive, helped with homework, lived. 2024, a prison phone rings. Lawyer's voice. Her Fritzl? The court approved your transfer to a regular prison. Parole is possible. Joseph, now 88, whispers, I regret nothing. Cut to Elisabeth's window. A shadow falls across her new home. 9. 3 names. 16 years. 1 unbroken promise. Elisabeth Fritzl, now Lisa Huber, breathed free air. Her children learned at seasons. Smiled at rain. But upstairs, in Austria's prison cells, the architect of their hell was plotting his return. 2018, Stein Prison. Josef Fritzl, 82, scribbles furiously. The lie takes shape. He petitions courts, framing himself as a frail, reformed grandfather. Claims prison is cruel for his age. Demands transfer to a pledge aim, a cushy nursing home. Media warfare. Leaked stories. I miss my family. I only want to see the sun before I die. Tabloids bite. One headline. Basement monster seeks mercy. May 2023. A letter arrives at Village X. Official seal. Parole hearing scheduled. Elisabeth's hands shake. Stefan, now 28, reads aloud. Conditional release possible, good behavior, advanced age. Felix smashes a vase. He'll find us. Courtroom 4. Vienna. Joseph enters in a wheelchair, feigning weakness. Prosecutor's fury. He locked his daughter in a dungeon for 8,516 days. Raped her weekly. Burned a baby. This is a reform. It's acting. Josef's performance. Voice trembling. I am sick. I regret. I just want peace. But when guards wheeled him out, cameras caught it. A smirk. Safe house. She opened a lockbox. Inside, diaries. Photos of the cellar. Kirsten's hospital bracelet. I testify. Her therapist pleads. It will rip you open. Elisabeth's eyes harden. He thinks we're still his prisoners. I'll remind him we're his executioners. Retrial. Day 14. Elisabeth enters. Josef's mask shatters. He jerks upright. Face purple. Lies. She's lying. Elisabeth's voice steel cold. You took my teens. My 20s. My 30s. You starved Stefan until his ribs cut skin. You told Kirsten the son was a myth. But here's what you stole yourself. You're not a father, a husband, a man. You're just air waiting to turn to dust. The judge's gavel cracks like a gunshot. Parole denied. Confinement in maximum security upheld until death. Josef screams as guards drag him out. I made you. I own you. Outside, Elisabeth tilts her face to the rain. First sob in 16 years. 1 week later. Village X. Night. Felix checks security cameras. A figure in black lurks at the tree line. Lisa, Elisabeth's sister-daughter, now 32, receives an envelope. Inside, a photo of her children playing. Scrawled in red, Grandpa's coming. Evil doesn't repent. It waits. But survivors? We rebuild stronger. If this moved you, fight. Subscribe for the final chapter. Share to expose how predators manipulate justice systems. Comment, #NeverSilenced. Show Elisabeth she's not alone.